Welcome back to the Talking Hedge. I'm Josh Kincaid, and this is your Cannabis Business Podcast. Recently, we were in Portland for the Cannabis Science Conference, where we got to interview some folks. So without further ado.
All right, okay, now you know I get lucky sometimes, right? So we're on the floor right now, we're hanging out at the show, supporting, doing a little bit of learning today, and let's say we've stumbled into some expertise and some brilliance here on the floor. Your name for the record, sir?
Bryan Lopez with Brytemap.
Brytemap, all right, so now we were just talking a little bit about essentially one of the big issues in the industry, right? Seed to sale, tracking, actually knowing that the cannabis we grew is going where we thought it should go and all of that stuff. So Brytemap seems like a player, all right? Tell me a little bit about your background and the whole nature of what makes you different from some of these other companies that are doing this stuff?
Sure, Dan. Well, first of all, I'm the CEO and founder of Brytemap.
I like that.
I've got a 20-year background in enterprise IT sales and consulting.
Wow.
So after my time in the IT business and selling to large Fortune 500 IT shops,
okay.
We have an idea. And from this idea, we decided to build a next-generation seed-to-sale platform for cannabis operators. That is hemp or growers in marijuana.
Okay.
In addition to that, we've also developed a platform for dispensaries. So we have a point-of-sale system, a fully balanced, full retail ecosystem. So we have taken so much knowledge from the industry. We have folks that work for our company that are experts in compliance, tracking, logistics, that have also had a very heavy hand in helping states design and implement compliance tracking systems.
Go get the people that know,
Go
right?
get the people that know, go find the best experts that you can in the industry, and that's what I've done. We have spent over 2 years in working with our clients to develop the very best possible application for cannabis operators in terms of growing cannabis and selling cannabis. We're very excited to be announcing the release of a new product called Planter, which will be coming to the market sometime this fall, which is going to incorporate a work order-based seed-to-sale tracking platform with a lot of incorporation of RFID technology that works seamlessly for states that are using metric. So all the operators out there in the U.S. that are using metric have an opportunity to get a hold of some of the most latest and greatest products out there from Brytemap in terms of tracking your products, being able to look at what your cost of goods sold are, schedule out work orders, integrated scales, which is going to really make a business more efficient. We believe that our product can help with any cannabis operator improve their efficiencies nearly tenfold, with an ROI that could be within a matter of weeks, considering some of the technologies that we're going to implement. The most important thing, I believe, is that we're going to give our clients 100% confidence that what is being tracked is going to be compliant with state regulators, so that no one is going to be caught when an inspector shows up and face potential fines.
You know, the expertise behind that level of assurity, right? And what it takes to actually deliver on that. So now the Brytemap team, one of the things that I heard as we're talking is there's an awesome team behind this company and this product. Talk to me a little bit about how you find those people. How do you get those people?
With a little bit of luck, charm,
right? Sure, you're very personable.
But also, thank you. But it's also a vision, and the thing that I've been fortunate enough to do is to convey a vision of where we want to be as a company now, but also where we want to be in a couple of years. And where we want to be in a couple of years is we want to be the standard from which all other software companies in this industry are going to be measured upon. I believe that this industry has a tremendous amount of area for improvement. In having some of the talent that we've hired in Brytemap, and I'd like to point out that we have recently hired as our Chief Operating Officer the former Executive Director of Metric, who brings to the industry over a decade of track and trace experience. I can't find another individual in this industry who would know more about what it takes to have not only a compliant business, but also an efficient business. So In addition to that, we've been very fortunate to work with some top-notch developers here in the U.S. And as we continue on our journey, we look for the right people who are going to fit into our culture the right way and who subscribe to some of the visions that we have.
One of the through lines of the media we make is the best of companies. It really does come down to the people, right?
Certainly.
I mean, certainly products are awesome, they come and they go. Certainly plans are beautiful, they come and they go. At the same time, it's the people that, pick it all up after it's fallen and do all of those things. So now Brytemap, I look at this and I say to myself, oh my gosh, neat crew who's also, they've built it new, right? And
Yes.
This is a lot of these things that have pedigree. There's some bad history in this market space with regards to delivery and all of that stuff. So you seem neat, you seem crisp, and your own background seems really interesting. So if I'm a large capital mover, okay, I'm somebody out there, I'm moving 7 or 8 figures around, why do I care about Brytemap? And along the way, how are you funded? Are you moneyed up? What's the story?
Well, we're not moneyed up.
Okay.
I'll start with that right now. We have been quite fortunate and successful to raise a lot of seed capital from friends and family, of course, right? And we're really proud of the fact that with the money that we've raised, and to date we reached a goal of 1.5 million in our seed round, and that was a recent press release that went out in May. And with that, we were able to build 2 platforms from the ground up.
All right.
This took a lot of what I'll call a lot of experimentation.
Sure.
We crashed and burned on many occasions.
Late nights, early mornings.
Late nights, early mornings, sleepless nights.
Yeah.
Days
that run together.
But I think the thing that we've all come to appreciate is, as an entrepreneur that I am now after this, is execution on your vision, maintaining a sense of calm amidst a lot of the chaos.
Calm and storm.
My wife has always put something out there to me in times of trouble that there's an old African proverb which is smooth seas do not make skilled sailors.
Right.
It's something that I have learned to live by in the last couple of years. So we've gone through a lot of challenges, but over the last several months, with the hiring of Scott and with some of the things that we've been able to do in terms of realizing some of the technology and actually being able to hold it and be tangible with it, it's a great feeling to know that we're getting somewhere now. So the next stage for us is, how do we take what we've built? We know that we've got something that is going to be truly compelling for the industry, not just from a traceability perspective, because that's some of the basic blocking and tackling that needs to happen. It's a prerequisite. But what about where we can take the data that we're going to be collecting?
Sure. Yep.
The data. How can Brytemap give the user more visibility over the course of time into their operations so that they can start making better decisions? And what I'm alluding to is big data, analytics, the use of artificial intelligence, machine learning. These are all things that you've got to get the platform right. It's got to be built the right way for the first time so that you can begin to take advantage of all these future technologies.
Harness that
so
stuff,
one thing that we have been very, very focused on is that part of designing our platform to be the futuristic platform that we can adopt all the modern technologies that come down the pike in the future. So we are looking for growth capital.
Great.
And
Great.
we would like to expand our operations. The best part about Brytemap is that we're not relegated to one state. We're not relegated to one country.
Right.
This is for the entire industry, regardless of where I'm at. So we have big ambitions. And I'll liken us to wanting to be the Salesforce.com of the cannabis industry.
I like that.
There's great companies that exist out there in the world, and we've seen them for decades. The Oracles, the SAPs, Salesforce, they've all kind of come through in an evolution. I'd like to be the company that is in that same conversation in years to come.
I like that. Okay, so bonus question in this case. Okay, so that takes drive. So talk to me a little bit about the company's drive. Where are we at there?
I have all the drive in the world.
All right. Intense operator.
I think any one of my teammates could attest to that. But look, it takes drive, it takes a vision, it takes a passion. I think that's the one thing that above everything, it's got to be about a passion. You've got to be in this.
I hear it in your voice,
long
brother.
haul.
I hear it.
It's got to be there. And if you have the passion and you're willing to go through the failures, and you'll have a lot of failures, and certainly we have. We've learned a tremendous amount through those failures.
Yeah.
My passion hasn't gone away; it's only gotten better.
I like that.
So I try to bring that to work every single day with our employees, with the partners that we work with our clients. I think our clients know that too, and that's the one thing that all of our clients will say is, when we work with Brytemap, we see the energy, we see the vision, we see the passion.
I like it. Well, so, okay, you've been very gracious with your time here on the show floor. Let's do this. So if I want to know more about the company, how do I find out more about Brytemap?
Well, it's pretty easy. Go to www.brytemap.com.
Oh, that is easy. Okay, and that's BRY. I like that. Brytemap. I like that a lot. Okay, brytemap.com. And then last time, if you don't mind, your name for the record, sir?
Bryan Lopez.
And what do you do?
I'm the CEO and founder.
You run this thing.
I do.
I
like it. All right. Hey, it's the Talking Hedge, your cannabis business podcast. We're out finding neat things. We found Brytemap. We're here on the show floor. Thanks for listening.
And with that, we're going to roll this one up. I'm Josh Kincaid. This is the Talking Hedge. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Or don't. And I'm out.